Good afternoon, students. Myself, Munshi Rafiqul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, JIS College of Engineering. Now, today we have discussed with a new module and also a new topic. And the topic name, the module name is CG and MI. CG means center of gravity, and MI means moment of inertia. So that is actually the short form. And first of all, you have to discuss about the center of gravity, and then discuss the moment of inertia. So first, what is center of gravity, what is centroid and centroidal axis, everything can be discussed in these classes. And now let us see centroid and center of gravity and moment of inertia. It is actually the module name and module chapter details. Now, first of all, what is centroid and what is center of gravity? So this is actually the important point. So centroid, that is, it is actually defined as a point about which the entire line or area or volume is assumed to be concentrated, and it is also related to the distribution of length, area and volume. So length, area and volume related points that we have to discuss in these classes related to the centroidal point of view. Now, in the right hand side, what is center of gravity? So it is defined as a point about which the entire weight of the body is assumed to be concentrated. And next point is the center of mass. It is related to the distribution of mass. Now, axis of reference, that means if you calculate any type of problem related to the center of gravity or centroid, so one axis you have to be assumed. Without a reference axis, you cannot solve any type of moment of inertia, center of gravity or centroid problem. So the center of gravity of a body is always calculated with reference to some assumed axis, and that axis is known as axis of reference, sometimes with reference to some point of reference. So the axis of reference of plane figure is generally taken as the lowest line of the figure for calculating y bar. So for y bar calculation, we have taken the line at the bottom line of the whole figure, that is the axis of reference for calculating y bar, and the left line of the figure, the left line, that means the left hand side line of any figure is assumed for calculating x bar. So this is the figure for assuming how to assume the x bar and y bar in terms of the axis of reference. Now the center of gravity, that means if one figure is there, the center of gravity can be calculated either in x axis, according to x axis, or according to y axis. So consider the system of n particle mixed within a region of space. So the weight of the particle can be replaced by a single resultant weight, and that having defined point G of applications. That means G will be the center of gravity of this figure. Now resultant weight is equal to total weight of n particle. That means WR is equal to dw, integration delta dw by parts. Now the sum of the moments of weight of all the particle about x, y, z axis, that will equal to the moment of resultant weight about these axes. So that means the moment about the x axis, that means x bar into w_r is equal to x bar x1 bar w1 x2 bar w2 plus dot 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 up to xn bar wn. So moment about y axis, so value will be similar type except x replaced by the y. That means y bar wr y1 on y1 w1 plus y2 w2 plus dot dot up to yn wn. So generally x bar is equal to integration of x bar dw by dw, y bar dw by dw, and z bar dw by dw. That means the summation of all forces, the product of area into the individual body Cg. So center of mass, so x bar is equal to integration of x dm by dm. Similar, just area is replaced by the mass. So for that case we can we can given some idea relating to the mass. So A is replaced by m. So that's why we have written these equations just below the above equations, except A is replaced by m. Center of volume and the volume centroid. So that is actually similar type of problem and relating to the mass and the area. And here we have discussed to discuss that the center of volume or volume centroid. So that's why x bar is equal to the x bar dv by dv. That means actually the volume can be considered here. So three axes are also there. Similarly, center of area, these are also the similar type of cases that I mentioned here, just like mass centroid, volume centroid, and here we have discussed area centroid. All the value will be just similar type, except the limiting value will be changed. And if I consider area centroid, so value will be x bar into dA. And if I consider the volume centroid, so that's why x bar dv by dv, and the integration limit will be d. Center of line or line centroid. So in this regard we have discussed the x bar is equal to the x bar dl by dl, and limit will be L. And axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry means symmetrical. One term is very important, that's symmetrical. Symmetrical means if I consider one figure is there, and if this figure is geometrically equally divided into two equal halves, so that on that situation we can say that this figure is a symmetrical figure. Am I clear? So clear. I think most of the students have not cleared about this symmetry, axis of symmetry. So axis of symmetry means symmetrical. Symmetrical means if one figure, any figure is geometrically divided into two equal halves, so on that situation we can say that the figure is symmetrical. This figure is symmetrical. So this is actually the case, axis of symmetry. That means if you see the figure in the lowermost portion, so the two portions are axially symmetrical below the x-axis. follow the figure. This is actually the English letter I, and this figure can be equally divided either in x-axis or y-axis. So that's why this figure is, we can say that this figure is symmetrical about either in x-axis or y-axis. Now some standard center of gravity value, centroid value. So that centroid value is actually you have to determine, you have to remember. So semicircular arc, if I consider the semicircular arc, so in x-axis, according to x-axis, CG will be r, and in y-axis 2r by pi for semicircular arc. Now quarter circular arc, xc is equal to 2r by pi and yc is equal to obviously same value, 2r by pi. Circular arc, for circular arc angle also be considered here. So xc is equal to r sin alpha by alpha and yc will be 0. Rectangular body, so if I consider this rectangular body where the one side height also be given and also the b means breadth also be given. So how to calculate the rectangular body center of gravity? So that's why for if I consider the x-axis, so center of gravity of this or centroid of this figure will be x is equal to b by 2 and y is equal to h by 2. Triangular area. So in triangular area obviously we know that the half base into height. So 1 by 2 into base, that means b, and height obviously h. So if I consider the x-axis, according to x-axis, so x will be 2b by 3, and if I consider the y-axis, so that value will be h by 3. Semicircular area, so area will be pi r square by 2. So in a semicircular cases, x will be only the radius of the semicircular area and yc equal to 4r by 3 pi. Now the quadrant of a circle, so area will be pi r square by 4, xc will be 4r by 3 pi and yc will be 4r by 3 pi. Same value also be taken here. Circular arc, in circular arc a is equal to pi square, a means area of this, a is equal to pi square alpha, x is equal to 2r sin alpha by 3 alpha and yc is equal to 0. So this is actually the case we have discussed here, the different types of center of gravity equations and the related problem and related equations. So first of all you have to know that what is centroid, what is center of gravity, how it can be calculated, the axis of reference, so axis of symmetry. Either a, first of all you have to consider if a figure is symmetrical or not. That means either a figure is symmetrical or unsymmetrical. So if any body is symmetrical about x-axis or y-axis, so you have to find out only x bar, either x bar or y bar. If a figure is not symmetrical about any axis, so for that cases you have to find out both the value of x bar and y bar, and some standard figure CG or centroid value you have to find out, and that standard figure will be suppose triangle, rectangle, semicircle, circle and a trapezium and a circular arc. So these are the conditions, and these are the points that I discuss in today's class. So thank you for today's class. Next day we have discussed with a new point and the new module. Thank you.